When it comes to trading over 2.5 goals on Betfair, there are many questions which are still unanswered. Is dripping your stake into the market actually necessary? What is the best minute to enter the market and the best way to split your stake? In this video, I'll be answering all of those questions and making it absolutely clear to you. Go grab yourself a nice cold beer or an espresso and let's get into it. So after the last video, my inbox was flooded with questions, and as mentioned earlier on, these were the main questions that I got, and these are the ones I'm going to address in this video. But if you missed the last video, then you probably want to watch that first, and I'm going to put a link to that in the description of this video. And if I've managed to work it out correctly, there should also be a link in the top right hand corner right now. But we're going to look at all these subjects. Is drip feeding necessary? What is the best minute to enter when you're trading over 2.5 goals, and the best way to split your stake? I'm going to answer those as best I can in this video right now. But before we get into that, I would really like it if you could click the like button to support the channel. It will also help you to find new sports trading related videos and your suggestions, since YouTube do like to hide trading videos from the general public, and you kind of have to let them know that this is what you want to see. So just click the like button if you want to see more videos on this subject. So the main emails I was getting and the main comments was regarding the whole drip feeding your stake into the market when you are trading over 2.5 goals. Now, the main point of the previous video is actually just to show the advantages of waiting for the price to rise before getting into the market on the overs, on the over 2.5 goals market. Now, not many debated that side of things, but many did debate the advantages of dripping your stake into the market, because obviously there is an argument that if you're dripping your stake in, if a goal goes in the meantime, well, you're going to make a smaller profit. And it's a fair point. And I do want to stress that by dripping, we're not saying we're increasing the value or doing anything like that. There are actually other reasons to want to do so, and I'm going to explain that right now. And number one is probably mindset. Okay, firstly, dripping your stake into the market, it is going to increase your risk reward ratio. It's going to swing it into your favor. And if you saw that last video, then you will see exactly what I mean. And this is positive from a mindset perspective. It can help a lot of traders, especially newbies, feel a lot more comfortable with their strategy. And this is very important. It can also help you keep going through the inevitable drawdowns when you have a risk reward ratio that you're more comfortable with. So there is the mindset side of things, okay? But maybe more importantly, and this is why I like to do it, is the flexibility of dripping your stake into the market. It gives you options. For example, if I'm trading a football match, it starts fast and I begin dripping my stake in around 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then what if the match slows down and enters a scrappy period around, say, the 20-minute mark? Now, if I'm dripping my stake in, I could wait for that match to start flowing again. And then when it does start flowing again, I could benefit from the price increase in the meantime. Now, I might not start re-dripping my stake in till around 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. And in that time, the price could have increased a huge amount, which is just going to add to my profit potential. And like I mentioned earlier, it's going to swing the risk reward ratio more in my favor. Now, if it stays slow, say it stays slow and scrappy from the 20 minutes onwards, well, I don't have to put any more money in the market. I could completely abandon the trade and just stay with what I had in the market, whether it was 25%, 33%, whatever it was. And thus, I have actually saved money on what would have been a bit of a dud trade. Now, think about it the other way around. If I had put in 100% of my money at the 15-minute mark, and then the scrappy period begins, well, I'm kind of stuck. Well, I mean, what do I do at that particular point? Do I take my money out the market? Well, you don't want to do that. You want to keep it going, and you end up actually getting frustrated. You end up crossing your fingers, hoping for the best and hoping the play picks up. You start getting frustrated at the referee, frustrated at the players throwing themselves on the floor. It's not really a nice position to be in, okay? So I'm sure you can see why there is a clear advantage of dripping your stake in as a trader. And I want to stress, this is as a trader. If this was a straight bet versus dripping your stake in, then it's a totally different conversation, and we can maybe look at this in different ways. But as a football trader, you can get in be flexible and drip your stake into the market depending on the ebb and flow of the match. If it's fast, get your stake in the market. But if it slows down for a bit, we'll just wait for a bit. I mean, if a goal goes in while it's still slow, then that's great. You got money in the market, so you're going to make a profit. But more than likely, as you know, when the matches go through these slow periods or those scrappy periods, then a goal doesn't arrive and it just gets very frustrating. So you can hold your money back and then put it in when it's a lot more of when the conditions are a lot more favorable. And this is quite similar to how a lot of stock market investors get money into the market, but they don't go in with their whole amount at once. They will hold cash back rather than throwing it in the market at one time. And if you dollar cost your average into the market, you can keep your money out when it's not needed, but when the opportunities arrive and there's more favorable prices or more favorable conditions, you then get your money back in. Okay, so I can definitely see the arguments about dripping, not dripping. I saw a comment from someone who was saying, well, it's a lot of work to drip it in, and we just want to try and save time like that. Well, I mean, I don't really see football trading as a lot of work. Trust me, I've worked hard jobs in my life. This is not a lot of work, pressing a few buttons and watching a football match. So moving on, and I did get a few people emailing me this and just saying, why wait for the 10 minutes? Is there some sort of magic in the 10-minute mark of getting involved in the markets? And I can see the misunderstanding. I did show the demonstration and we just got in there from 10 minutes, but I just want to say that was purely just for the demonstration and just to show the difference of getting in at 10 minutes compared to getting in at kickoff and why it's more advantageous for us as football traders. So there is no magic in getting involved in 10 minutes. If you want to drip your stake into the market, you could wait 10 minutes, you could wait 15, you could wait 20, you could wait until the 60th minute. It's totally up to you, just as long as you're taking advantage of the price rising. That is the main thing. And as you saw in the video, it's much better to do that rather than go in at minute 0. One thing I would definitely say is that you probably don't want to go in after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the price still hasn't really moved. You want to probably wait at least 10 minutes. You probably want to wait at least that. And also at the same time, maybe let the match tell you when to get involved. There should not really be a specific minute because it should depend on how the action on the pitch is developing. So if nothing happens at 10 minutes, you're not still going to get involved at 10 minutes. Why not wait for the action to warm up? Wait until it looks like the players are actually trying to score. Some matches you see for the first 20 minutes, both teams kind of feeling each other out and literally nothing happens. So why would you be in the market for that time? I know a lot of novices will argue, well, what if there is a goal when I miss it? Well, either way, it's not a good opportunity. Wait until it's an opportunity and then get involved. And as I always say, when you're entering any sort of trade, ask yourself and tell yourself, what is the opportunity here? Is there an opportunity? Am I taking advantage of an opportunity? When there's nothing happening on the pitch, there's probably not an opportunity. So just wait until an opportunity presents itself. But yeah, just to stress, there is no magic in 10 minutes. I did get a few people emailing a little bit confused about that. And I just want to say, we're not actually going to do any strategy demonstrations in this particular video today, but if that is what you're looking for and you want to learn about some football trading strategies, do check out the Football Trading Strategy Masterclass. The link is in the description. This is not a video that is available on YouTube. The showings are on demand, so you have to click the link in the description to check it out while it is still up there. Hopefully, by the time you see this video, if you're seeing it in the future, it's still up there. But for those who are watching this video brand new, it's definitely up there today. Go and check that out, and you'll get a lot of real-life demonstrations on all the strategies that are working at the moment, including the over 2.5, the over and under 2.5 goal market is covered in that also. And so moving on to the other question I was getting, and it was regarding splitting the stake up. And because I split it up into 3 parts in the video, a lot of people have emailed me and kind of said, oh, so splitting it up into 3 parts, that must be the secret. And well, I just want to tell you that was not anything significant either. You can split it up into as many parts as you like. I was trying to keep it simple for the video demonstration. I do want to stress that to a lot of people who do follow this channel, is that when we show the strategies, a lot of it is just to demonstrate it. Okay, it's not a set in stone magical strategy or anything like that, because we got involved at 10 minutes, split the stake into 3 parts. there's no special magic in that. Okay, it was just to demonstrate the difference of drip feeding a stake in compared to just backing at kickoff. That was kind of the main idea behind the video, but obviously it opened a can of worms. But it's always good to hear the questions, and then we can kind of follow up on that in newer videos. But anyway, if this has helped you, or if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments. Any other suggestions about how to trade over 2.5 goals, anything you don't quite fully understand that I haven't covered yet, and maybe you want me to cover in another video, then yeah, leave it in the comments. It's always very, very useful when you guys do that. And I do have more videos for you to check out as well on this very channel. You should see 2 very, very good ones on the screen right now. Don't forget as well, if you are new, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then you get all the new sports trading videos as they come out. If this is a subject that you want to follow, make sure to do that, because YouTube will not show you otherwise. Anyway, click on one of those 2 videos and I will see you in the next video.